Welcome, everyone. How's it going? Hope you're getting your pumps in today. Today's Tuesday. They're telling me today's Tuesday. Yes. And big, just more, bigger, bigly, huge updates from Richard Hart. Not only tweeting, but he's actually talking to us. He has not only turned back on comments, which were off for like a day or so, I think, but he's also saying lots of words many times in many posts, which is pretty cool. And beyond that, that's why I feel so compelled to stream right now. He's doing some sort of, I'm calling it AMA. It's basically like, hey, come talk to me, say things. So let's see what people have been saying. Have you commented on Richard's post yet? All right. So, hey kids, some of your valuable, important, and always intelligent messages will be responded to in this thread. So try to be less retarded than normal. You might actually get a response directly. Maybe X will even boost you because someone with high follower count responded to you. So again, not an official AMA, but it's turning into people are writing stuff and he is responding. Some of these are probably questions and some of them are comments, but boy, I didn't see a change in this. I didn't see Richard only communicates in person, doesn't use Twitter, Telegram. So I'm wondering, is this Richard? Is this Richard's assistant? Is Richard's AI? It certainly sounds like his words reading this though. So a few of them here, Nick Hellman talking about, I believe the tech of PulseChain is good or better than Ethereum. Basically saying some nice stuff here. And Richard says, I agree with everything you said, Rare. There we go. Some nice stuff, some nice interactions we got going on. And then Corey, Richard, first and foremost, thank you for responding to the community. I want to be honest, you say that the best form of marketing is green candles. What made that change? You used to say, oh yeah, you did mention something about instead of the best marketing is green candles, talk about the best marketing is marketing. So, and then what do you say? Yeah, read all of it, but do yourself a favor, go look at the chart of the president's coin. Imagine had you bought that. Imagine you had bought that, the crying and whining you'd be doing. Oh, okay. So basically it's just comparing it to other coins that have went down a lot. Not sure what that one is. Let's see. What was the name of your SEO? Oh, this is actually an interesting question. What was the name of SEO agency back in the day? InternetMarketingMasters.com. That sounds like a real thing. Yeah, I like the Wayback Machine. Yeah, Wayback Machine's a great place to be like, what did the Hex website used to look like? Where did, get to see stuff that is archived on the internet. So pretty cool stuff there. InternetMarketingMasters.com. Wow, even got a PDI question in here. PDI is literal garbage, but lots of little garbage has had price go up in crypto. So good luck. All right. Well, now we know exactly where he stands. He only talked about it a lot before, and there you go. So there's your answer, and then there's all the read between the lines and all the other. You could literally take this and spin it super positively and spin it super negatively. I tend to take Richard at face value a lot of times, and a lot of stuff, not just PDI or otherwise. Let's see. Richard Hexmonkey asks, Richard, have you been paying attention to all the amazing protocol stuff built on PulseChain? No, go ahead and tell me what the protocols are. Nice. So pretty good interactions. Pretty good so far. I'm sure there's some funny ones too. Have y'all chat? Have you put anything in there? Have you asked a question or otherwise? He said he would, looks like he said about 30 minutes ago that he would be back for more enriching engagement. I'm learning so much. I think that was sarcastic, but let's see. Okay, interesting about the world's largest airdrop. Can you help me understand PRC20s and the role you think they have on Pulse, WBTC, or Hex examples? And they go into one-on-one parity. Could strike interest out of communities coming up and providing free liquidity they received or free liquid they received. So you want to peg a $2.25 trillion asset Bitcoin with something else. Let me ask you, Genius, where are you going to get that 2.5 trillion? Do that. What if the Bitcoin price goes up? Let's say 50%. We're going to need the extra 1 trillion. Do you think pegging things is free somehow? Okay. Not much of a, I don't know. That kind of makes me think. We talked about the world's largest airdrop a lot before. And it kind of makes me, I guess, I don't know. What do y'all think about the world's largest airdrop? Is it literally just something to pique interest for other people coming over? Is speculation about parity just speculation? We had the farms that was, the testing the farms for a few different coins, Pepe and otherwise, on PulseX to see what people would do. Was it literally like Richard just didn't know what would happen? Like, has he given up on there being copies that will do really well? Or is it literally or was the idea always just that the copies would always have a value? Okay, yeah, this makes the most sense to me. Maybe the idea was that the copies would always have value, but there was no goal for parity. There was no the goal wasn't parity. The idea wasn't, these things could get parity. It was always the speculation of what if they did? But they would be valuable, and that's why they would bring people over to PulseChain to have some sort of ratio and stuff. I can see that. That makes sense. It's just the reason I want to go through these is because, one, Richard's actually talking to everyone. It appears to be. If you think it's him behind the X account, he's talking to people pretty openly and pretty freely. And two, some of these questions really give you insight to how he's thinking about things too. So I think that's super good. Maybe I'll just ask the AI too to be summarize all Richard's positions that he gave in this post. That's an excellent idea. I do say so myself. Somebody doing Pokemon YouTube channel. Okay, PokeX. Making videos care about ain't the worst thing in the world. He said, hope all is well, sir. You haven't directly interacted with the community in a while. What changed? The incessant discussing, whining, and crying. Part of me is I don't want the whining and crying to win. I don't want it to have an effect. I want it to be not rewarded. I want it to just be I think it's everyone, right? You don't want the whining and crying to be rewarded. You want contribution to be rewarded. But now it's it worked. If the community sentiment changes so bad, Richard will start talking to you. I don't want him to start talking to anyone. I want him to do what he thinks is best for the ecosystem. I could go, today, he's talking to us right now. I'm not even asking him a question because I don't care. I don't need him to talk to me. I don't need him to talk to us. I don't need him to answer any questions. I like speculating about stuff. I like waiting to see what happens. Again, it's been a long time. Nobody wants to wait a long time, and they wants to see the prices the way they are. But I don't have this need for him to come back and start streaming right now and save us. I'm not saying, Richard, come save us. I'm sure somebody in the comments is probably going to ask him, when are you going to save us? This ain't the ecosystem for saving. I don't want him to come back and start. Yeah. I don't want the negative sentiment to make him do things that he thinks is outside of beneficial of what he was already going to do. I think his plan A, plan B, plan C are probably better than changing. I'm not saying he can't pivot and do things differently when he sees they're good, but is that the case here? Was he literally okay, the only thing to get the community out of this rut, if we were in such a rut, is for me to start talking to people again, for them to feel that connection that the founder actually cares? I guess that's the reason for this. So I don't know. Should I dare click show replies? No, what's this? Yeah, focus on the good, goes to bad, change mindset. Yeah, exactly. I'm telling the wine and grinding worked. Yeah. That would be, I don't know. Maybe it's good. Maybe it's meant to happen, right? I mean, of course it happens. I guess it's meant to happen. Okay. Oh, we talked about the pre-answer to question on the perps here, which was a great video during Hex Week. Maybe not the answer everybody wanted. He did opine on that. Oh, we need more meme coins. I heard that's the easy site you could do that on. Yeah. Again, I can hold two ideas in my head at the same time. I cannot like meme coins, and I can see that pump tires is good for the ecosystem for people who want to participate in it. I cannot like Telegram. Like I literally avoid using Telegram as much as possible. I don't think there's anything good. 99% of the time, there's nothing good Telegram can give me. But I think the founder is great. I think he's a fighter for freedom. He's like a libertarian. He's like a super great value. I just watched the Lex Friedman interview with Pavel. Super interesting guy. I watch like all the interviews I can on Pavel. Like he's a super interesting guy. And the tech telegrams, like they're doing things a very, very interesting way. And has nothing to offer me though at this time. So I can see the value in it and still not participate. You're on fire today. Who's your historical figure? Don't have a fave. How do you like my new rims? Pretty sweet. Part would actually get curved. It's black, so it stands out less. I approve. Nice. Drum and bass. Still no better music. Do you foresee Vitalik coming to the table and partnering with you versus pretending he doesn't know a tsunami is coming? Nice. Vitalik probably learned, as most chain founders do, this too risky to promote anyone else's stuff but your own, but because he has a lot of proportion of people's, such a large proportion of people suck morally and technically, he should figure that out the best he could ever hope for. Since I support charity, he likes long before he did and did more for them than he did and say more nice things back to anyone else, but maybe he's a slow learner, busier, fears the Red Bull can. Who knows? Fears the Red Bull can. Richard Hart is the Red Bull. I like that. If he comes out and he's like, starts calling himself the Red Bull, that'd be pretty funny. Just scrolling. Talk about calm. A bunch of unanswered one looks like. Any updates on the Interpol case? I'm not sure he's going to respond to any of those. However, that's the other part to the stream I want to talk about. Yeah, I don't think I think that's the ones he responded to. Maybe he'll come back and respond to some more. Okay, we're getting in here. All right, that's all the ones he responded to. Yeah, I assume they put those at the top. So pretty cool. Again, this is unprecedented. He hasn't responded to or talked to anyone on X for years, I want to say, at least to the community, and definitely not in a thread. He hasn't had this, again, I'm just nicknaming it AMA. No, it's not an official AMA, but that's the closest thing I can say to it is like, hey, he's saying you can talk to me and I might actually respond. So there you go. Back in a couple hours. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Let's see what you all have to say before we move on. Hexalite. Yes. Yeah, it is pretty cool. Like, I think this makes me, again, I'm always like, I've been perpetually bullish on PulseChain. There's always ups and downs, but I've been perpetually like, pretty cool stuff. Perpetual bull, pretty cool. Perpetual believer, I guess you could say. But I think this is, I think it's pretty amazing what we're witnessing, that he's actually talking to the community and letting people ask questions and interacting. And again, it makes me think that something's coming. Again, something's always coming, isn't it? Just 2 more weeks, but it really does feel like things are opening up, especially with the crossover with the Interpol stuff of like, wow, there's been updates. And now again, he's like, oh, I don't talk to anyone, but now he's talking to people. So it's pretty cool. Ashley, how's it going? Ashley B. PulseChain, let's get it. Let's go. Wharf Daddy, let's get this party started. Let's go. I'm excited for the parties in 2026. We get some 100,000, 10,000x pump. There'll probably be some cool parties. Pretty cool. Finn Bear, how's it going? Welcome, welcome. Godfather J6, welcome to the stream. Appreciate the repost. Hello, hello, welcome. What a day, the old RH is back. It's feeling pretty good. Feeling pretty good. Looks fun. Let's go, Kinetics. Yeah. Feeling fun. Hex edits. Welcome, welcome. DJ and Dougie, let's go. Let's go. Good afternoon. All right, sorry I can't get to all the comments, but I'm gonna scroll down. I want to play around the golf with Richard. Yeah, there you go. That would be, I think, yeah. Conversation with Richard. Oh, I accidentally clicked on Sandy Beach. There we go. Meant to happen. Meant to happen. How's it going? Good to see you, Sandy Beach. Round of golf, a round of any sports, just a seat on the yacht would be fun. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Before we move on, before we get to Interpol though, I'll talk about this real quick. Again, sorry, I'm not gonna. It's gonna be another short stream, but I want to cover 3 things at least. So this is something that Richard talked about. This is like another thing. I don't know. He says something really. I don't know. When he says things, they're like very specific and they don't always apply generally. Like this is like you really do have to regret promoting wallet now, shields, margin trading, gambling, and chains you don't prefer everyone else you referred to. And I really think that, I'll just go to my post and I'll talk about it here. I don't think it matters like what wallet people use. I think there's plenty of onboarding. Like I've got a ton of like tutorial. I produce like a ton of everyone's produced content, but I've got a lot of content talking about, mostly using MetaMask. I was going to produce some more stuff using other wallets too. And it's kind of, some of my producers of such content are more reliable than others sometimes. And I'm just not that good at producing all the videos myself. So sometimes I get some help on it, but I think that I don't really think it matters what wallet people use. To me, I always go with like the most frictionless, like the popular wallets, the stuff that people have heard about before in DeFi, all that stuff too. Again, there's a lot of great wallets other than MetaMask, internet money, everybody, a lot of people love internet money. A lot of people still like Rabby, regardless of how much they support PulseChain. I guess are there other ones? I feel like there are other ones, but that's like the ones that most people talk about. So anyways, I don't think it matters what wallet people use unless we really get, again, I could see if we do get that super app, if we do get the vertical integration from official PulseChain wallet from Richard, and he's like, everyone should be using this wallet or whatever. Like, again, you don't have to do what anyone says. You don't have to do what Richard says and stuff either. Like even here, I'm like, yeah, I think that, getting them people on PulseChain, like first priority is onboarding, getting people onto PulseChain. Doesn't matter how, in my opinion. I think it will matter more if we do actually get that super app. If we, talked about it before, go watch this video if you haven't seen it, where I talk about it a lot this year about the super app theory and like could that be being built and stuff he's talked about before and all the vertical integration. Again, I'm not going to explain it, but that is something that I think that could be happening. And I think it makes a lot of sense too. And he's talked about forking MetaMask or forking wallet. Of course, MetaMask is the one that makes the most sense. Forking in theory makes sense. You get all the benefits, upgrades while making changes you see fit. Forking Uniswap, PancakeSwap for PulseX the same. Forking MetaMask makes sense. Like it just totally makes sense for that to happen. So when and if we ever get a official PulseChain wallet, I think a lot of people will, still, I imagine a lot of people switch to that if they are using MetaMask or if they're using other stuff too. A lot of people might stay with whatever they're using, but I think that MetaMask has a lot of staying power. It's been around a long time. Again, I'm a DeFi guy, right? Like I don't like whatever I don't even know what they're pushing. He said they're pushing leverage trading or something. I don't pay attention to that. I know that other people installing it and may be open to those experiences or maybe influenced by that. I'm not though. But I think that, again, the privacy preserving ones, the ones that are doing, again, a lot of great community wallets are doing a great job with that. And I think it's all, we don't have one DEX. we don't have one DeFi. We have like multiple DeFi platforms serving different purposes. We don't have one stablecoin. I think there'll be plenty of room for competition and vertical integration and all that stuff. I just don't think wallets matter as much as actually getting people on PulseChain. So if we do see a super app, man, like that's going to be amazing. Like if we get a mobile app, if we get something that's connected to DEX, connected to CX, connected to hex staking, and maybe you earn ink by using it or whatever, or comes from some pool thing. I discussed different ideas for that. That could be really cool. And again, it follows the playbook of forking something that works really well and inheriting all the upgrades they make while making tweaks to make it as great as you like to do. Been doing it for PulseChain, did it for PulseX. Why not if we have like a PulseChain? I don't want to call it a wallet. Again, I think if we just have a PulseChain wallet that forks MetaMask and it's just like you can turn, I guess, I don't know. It's okay. But I think what's really cool is more than a wallet. Like it becomes there's more pieces integrated. There's more, it has way more features. It has like all this stuff. And that's why I call it PulseChain Super App. It's more than, it would be, I hope that it's more than just a fork of MetaMask. I want it to be like a fully integrated vertical ecosystem deal that's really serves PulseChain well and everyone interested in using it. So that's my take on that one. And then, a lot of people have been talking about the Interpol piece, and I talked about it yesterday. And even if I go over nuclear herbs, just want to bring it up. There could be some movement here. Again, we don't know. It's pure speculation. But man, people are definitely interested in hearing about it. And they got some trending on X here as well. PulseChain community speculates on Interpol red notice update for Richard Hart. So you got 100K views on that post, which is engagement. People are interested in it. There's a lot of people interested in PulseChain. And who knows, maybe they're waiting until good news before they start putting in more dollars or whatever. And to me, it's all, I watched the stream yesterday. If you want me to talk about all the different ways, I've got posts on it about different stuff that could happen for that to go away. But boy, yeah, if we do see one of break engagement records, if we do see, should I do a live stream? I think X is going to break. It's going to be one of the coolest, funnest days we've had for a while, even more than getting to interact with their truck. And I don't know, if you want to be bullish and optimistic and speculate, then is him opening up and talking to people on X trending that direction? Are we just going to see this slow trickle of, okay, now he's turned comments back on, and now we're seeing him talk to the community, and now we're seeing Interpol updates, and now the price chart is starting to go up a little bit, like all that stuff. I think I'm very excited to see what the future holds on this. So seeing some updates there. Hopefully that's bullish. Hopefully that keeps going. But let's see. We'll just wrap up on. He had a few different. He's been posting like crazy. Minimal typos. A few typos here and there. It's good to hear. Sometimes I'm like, I don't know. I want to be grateful. Sometimes I'm like, I'm not saying Richard's talking too much. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying some of them are more vague than others, and some of them are just like, I'm like, who is this for? But again, I love to hear more. I'd love to hear over communication and more of this stuff than less. And again, how bullish is it that he's actually talking to people on X? Like I don't think that could be understated. I think it's pretty amazing. Oh, this one. So I think this is interesting. I keep hearing the green candles are the best marketing. Actually, marketing is the best marketing. I already said this before, but y'all don't read so good. So I guess I'll repeat myself. You see those those green things? Those are green candles. Did you see an influx of new users? No. What you saw was guys clicking sell. Y'all love the sell button. Y'all don't take responsibility for clicking red instead of green. You cry and moan. I remember. So this is the interesting part. The first time, chat, correct me if I'm wrong. First time I remember him ever acknowledging those clips that came in that made some green candles last year from time to time. I also remember when some of those candles were just a few addresses bridging in $20 million and just market buying PulseX hexing. I don't remember the number, but was that the total number that happened, or was that the overtime? Again, all this is on chain, and I'm sure somebody's got a count of it, and there's some posts about it later. But it's like, wow, he's actually talking about when some test pump, when I was calling the test pump happened, and some dollars went into the market from some whales, some interesting whales. So the acknowledgement is pretty interesting, and again, could be leading to signs of: are your bags packed? Are your bags packed? Are your bags packed? Are your bags packed? You sure about that? I love that meme. Are you sure about that? Are you sure about that? Are your bags packed? Now we got to make the meme. Are your bags packed? All right, now I'm going to try to make the meme of that guy, but Richard's face on it. It's hard to make the video saying, are you? I'm going to make that now. I think I can do it. I'm just going to do the picture. I'm going to do the picture. All right. Got more stuff to do. Just keep thinking of it. First, I want to analyze the main points of this thread so far. And then I want to do, are your bags packed? With a picture of the guy saying, are you sure about that? About Richards. Yeah. Fun stuff. Are you having fun, PulseChain? Are you having fun on the way to Lambeau City? We hope. Fun stuff. All right, everyone. That is all I got for you today. Fun stuff. Fun stuff. I'm enjoying it. Got some music for you. Going to get you pumped up. You want to be pumped up? Let's get pumped up. Let's go. Scivive 5555.
Years old, already reading fast. Gifted school couldn't hold him back. Special program, logic and code. Humble roots, but a genius mode. Dad fixed AC, delivered the news. Taught him to hustle, never to lose. Car stereo business, teenage dreams. Online platforms, building schemes. AC company, adult store too. Browser optimization, revenue flew. 60 million yearly, success so sweet. Semi-retired, but never complete. Reddit showed them Bitcoin's like blockchain future burning bright. Who is Richard Hart? He's taking control. Hex and PulseChain, that's how he rolls. I'm not fucking around, I'm here to take over. Crypto revolution, he's the composer. Who is Richard Hart? The king of the scene. Building tomorrow with blockchain dreams. I'm not fucking around, I'm here to take over. Digital freedom, he's the bulldozer. First blockchain CD, Hex was born. High returns while others were torn. PulseChain launch, eco-friendly way. PulseX exchange, a brand new day. 27 million for research and health. Longevity research benefited from his wealth. Inspiring millions to break their chains. Financial freedom, healthy gains. Fighting scams with all his might. Protecting users, shining light. And State came knocking at his door, but he fought back and won the war. Who is Richard Hart? He's taking control. Hey, Hex and Pulse, crypto revolution, he's the composer. Who is Richard Hart? The king of the scene, building tomorrow with blockchain dreams. I'm not fucking around, I'm here to take over. Digital freedom, he's the bulldozer. Red notice came from Interpol's call. Finished claims, trying to make them fall. Tax fraud allegations, assault they say, but the system's broken. Games they play, business rivals using legal schemes. Crushing innovators, killing dreams. If haters wanted to get me down, they'd raise more than my 27 million crowns. Diamonds worth millions, watches and cars. VC allegations reach for the stars, but he denied it all. Stood his ground, blockchain freedom, that's what he found. Won in court, they didn't appeal. Justice served, victory real. Ecosystem vision, wallet and all. Independent blockchain standing tall. Bitcoin and Ethereum left behind. Community value, peace of mind. Richard Hart, he's taking control. Revolutionary leader, that's his role. I'm not fucking around, I'm here to take over. Second crypto wave, he's the composer. Who is Richard Hart? Controversial king, sparking debates. Freedom he brings. I'm not fucking around. he's the takeover.
Pivotal figure in digital space, influential leader, setting the pace, building community, advocacy strong. Richard Hart story, the crypto song. I'm not fucking around, I'm here to take over. I'm not fucking around, I'm here to take over.